Shu, you're muted.
You're muted.
You're still muted.
You're like a dad right now.
No, you're still
using Skype.
Oh, my
There
dick.
you go. Yeah.
There we go.
Dick. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, welcome back to the podcast. We are Relaunch. What was that?
Hello. Woo! Yeah, we're back, baby.
We're back.
Yeah.
Episode 3. We are your host.
Shut the fuck up. Ash, shut up. Okay. All right, this is welcome back to the Relaunch Podcast. Get some Limp Biscuit playing right now. All right, this ain't your mama's podcast. This ain't your daddy's podcast. This is the Relaunch Podcast where we talk about Beyblades and shit. Editor, fucking spin some Beyblades on my dick, on my finger. And then rotoscope.
Is that how big it is?
Rotoscope, Beyblade behind me spinning as well. Get some air horns going, editor. Follow my finger. Follow it with the Beyblade on it.
I hate this.
We got some guests today. We got a big show for you tonight. We got Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey. Your dad is on the podcast tonight, baby. This is the podcast. We got Zekia. We got Zekia's mom. Anyway, sorry, that bit's done. Don't forget the air horns.
I'm gonna hide in my rice hat.
I hate this. My glasses are steaming up again. I hate this because
we got titties on the cup. Sponsor my gamer subs. Please sponsor us.
My fucking editing ass is gonna try and do all of that because I know because that's how my brain works. It's just gonna try. It's
my way or the highway. I just did a line of coke. I didn't. I don't do
It's
coke.
either going to be fully edited or there's just going to be a black screen saying no. But I'm going to do
More
it.
air horns.
Right. That was unexpected.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn to say hello?
Hello, Shu. Welcome.
Hello, people. Oh my gosh, we're back for episode 3.
We are.
Sniffed out on cocaine. Except Chuds. Wait, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
We do actually have a guest today.
I don't have cocaine.
That wasn't a bit.
But an Audi today, not sponsored by the way, I found this grim energy drink for 89p called Dark Thunder Zero Blast.
What? We need to get in contact with them. Somebody in the comments, I know somebody in the comments knows somebody who knows how to get in contact with the dad who owns that energy drink right there.
Okay.
Poundland, I'm hitting you up.
And you can tell, and look,
That's like a dollar store.
Look, it's got the Audi logo.
Yeah.
I looked at it today.
Yeah, there it is.
Izzy goes to me, don't, your insides are going to burn. And they do burn.
They do bad.
I feel like I'm burning on the inside.
Oh, well, guys, nice to see you all again.
Yes.
Host of Underworld's Weeklies. Good to be back for episode 3. And we also have an incredible guest for you today. We have the one, the only, the sexy Scottish Terravist people.
Oh, yeah! Americans be like, who
don't know him by name. Who is he quickly?
So, Terravist. Terravist is actually one of the leaders of organised play events, OPE, and he is the guy in charge of the OPE UK Nationals. Coming in 2 weeks' time. It's going to be a fantastic event. It's going to be a fantastic interview. So let's stick around for it.
Yes.
So we can talk about some actually a really quite spicy and important national event coming up in just 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time.
Topical.
Oh, sweet. I
realised I've only brought one ticket, so I've got one shot like Eminem. Is it one shot?
Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes
like,
once in a lifetime.
Have I got the right rapper here? Because if I haven't, I'm cooked.
I'm calling Maddie.
Don't worry, you're white enough.
Speaking of calling Maddie, did you say Maddie?
I hope you got the Portugal dial-in number, brother. That's a different Maddie. Different Maddie. Wrong
Different
Maddie.
We have found something special, though. And it is the winner of the first ever car prize for Beyblade.
Oh.
Yippee! Yeah, the Honda Civic, right?
Oh, yes. And I didn't expect it to actually happen because when they first announced it, I thought it's just a meme. It fucking happened, and they have decal on the car on the bumper that says I won this at a Beyblade tournament and everything.
That goes so hard.
So I've got screenshots of it here. So this is the line for the event. It goes around the block a bit, and then you got the Mall of Toys on the hood.
I mean, yes.
And then you got this. I won this car at a Beyblade tournament.
That's cool. Yeah.
Wow.
And then the keys
like
for it with I believe that's a Clear Drake keyring.
Yeah, that must be it.
I don't know if that's an actual Clear Drake and they've just put the keyring through the thing.
They're not worth that much.
Yeah. But
I mean, a Cobalt Drake.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, Clear Wolf.
No, it is impressive. It is cool. It goes really hard.
I mean,
they need some wizard rod on the rims, though.
See, now, they've got something down the side, though. Can you see the side decal, actually?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
If that was me and I won that car, I would go to a decal artist and get him to put the ugliest Beyblade cover on there you can think of. Like overstretched meme, like the full car done, and just drive it around. Like I would not change it as well. I would get Beyblades for the wheels, like spinning rims of like Beyblades. Like I would go all out for that. But yeah,
chat. Who's the ugliest, worst designed Beyblade character from Burst? Because I know they've got some pretty. I'm the Burst fanboy here, but in the anime they've got some pretty ugly designs.
Who's the small blonde dude who thinks he's a good blader?
I was thinking him.
I can't remember his name.
But surely there must be someone who could top him, like worst character design. Somebody in the comments is going to be like, "That's my boy. That's my chap.
That's my man. That's my man."
But can we just get him like stretched out over the car, like? Cars Pixar style.
I think definitely. This is the guy, Spandy BBX, wins a Honda Civic. Spandy, if you're watching this, it would be cool to get a chat with you at some point to see your take on the event and winning the Honda Civic. And maybe you could maybe you can pull up inside the Honda Civic and film it from inside.
Can this boy even drive the Honda Civic? He looks like 15.
I don't know. I can see a tattoo though. I can see two tattoos. Yeah. So either he's illegal or he's legit.
I did see a TikTok, I believe, that he posted showing his winning deck. Yes!
Ooh. Yeah,
yes,
baby.
That's the one.
Let's
run it.
Spin this.
What's up? I'm Spandy. I just won this Beyblade tournament for a car. These are the combos I use at this tournament. First of all, this is my loot spread from the tournament. This is everything I won. We got all these 3D printed accessories over here. We got this Beyblade water bottle. We got this giant black Cobalt Dragoon that was 3D printed.
Nice.
I got this random booster surprise. I took that blue shark with the blue elevate. I got this clear Drake. I got 2 of these tokens. I got this towel, and of course, I got the keys.
A lot of gear though. Like that's crazy. Look at that.
Freaking massive, by the way.
That is so cool. Is it on elevate? Question.
First up, this.
Say that again, sorry.
That's what I want to know. Did they 3D print off an elevate to go underneath it?
Oh, did they?
Because it was spinning like it was on elevate.
Do you reckon they did the whole thing, like, or is it just like?
Surely.
Yeah, they've got to have done, right?
It doesn't need an introduction. It is Wizard Rod on 160 Hexa. I love the one ratchets. They help you get out of those pockets. Hexa's great. Prevents you from getting burst. Gets a ton of stamina as well. Just a solid all-around combo. Pretty much a staple in most decks I've seen. Second up, we got my Shark combo. This is Shark on 170 kick. I like the Shark a little bit taller. Make sure it has that balance, and this kick bit gives it that little bit of stamina. I actually outspun a ton of Wizard Rod combos using this exact Beyblade.
Yes, sir.
So I know Shu and we're the Spamina Shark boys, aren't we? We're the free ball boys, aren't we?
Free ball.
It's just so good.
It's so good, the 960 free ball. But I do have to give credit. I've seen a lot of Sharks recently on 170, and it varies, but kick seems to be quite a common one.
I think I've used kick on Shark pretty much day one I got Shark. But the height's always changed. It's now on 150, my Shark is, and I love it. Ooh. Like, I love it on 150. Oh,
170 kick is, like, 170 kick is, the reason it's on 170 because what's your Wizard Rod on? 160 Hexa, so they've gone for 170. But now 150 is in the pool, swimming around with the sharks.
This is what has got me questions about the next one, actually, now that you mention it, Shu. Because if you see the next combo, I'm quite surprised by this one.
Oh, do show. Spin it.
Last up, we got Aero Pegasus. This was...
What do you reckon it's on, Shu? What's your guess? I've seen this. So what's your guess?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So he's got 160 Hexa, 170 kick.
Yes.
It's going to be on something fucking diabolical in it. It's 1, 3, or 9. 960 rush.
Indubitably my MVP for this tournament. And I actually just got this that same day. This is Aero Pegasus on 180 Rush. Like I've been saying, I love these
180.
You got the
Now, was this BC 150?
Maybe.
No.
Actually, no. Hang on. Wait. The Civic. This whole tournament happened before the 150 came out, right? 150 is the last 2 weeks.
This literally happened a few days ago, I believe.
Then shut the fuck up. I stand corrected.
So 160, 170, 180 was his deck. He was all ones, which was pretty cool.
Wait. He's got painted bays. That's illegal. That's banned.
He's got added weight.
You have to give me the Honda Civic now. I'm sorry.
Oh no, he has got painted bays. Not legal.
Yeah, look at that.
Not legal. Oh, sorry, man.
Mate, from one Asian brother to another Asian brother, I'm taking you to court. I'm taking you to fucking court. I'm going to take you to court in Taiwan. Like, you know, if 0.004 grams is enough for me to sue you, that right there.
Can I make an Asian driver joke here, or is it? I'm white. I can't do that.
Hang on. Let me prepare myself for it. I got to prepare myself for it. Oh. You want to comment on my driving?
I just heard the sounds of 50 samurai men getting hard.
Oh. So what are you want to say, white boy?
It was a great podcast, guys. I really enjoyed my time with you. You two have fun on Twitter, all right? I'll see myself out now. Okay. Good one.
So that's the combos, that's the prizes, but we also have, courtesy of Instagram and Spandy on Instagram. That sounds so weird. Sounds like a porn star name, doesn't it, Spandy? Pretty sexual stuff going on here. This is the point win for the Honda Civic. There's no sound for some reason. Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Copyrighted music, so we'll mute that. So I like their Spin City things. What they're doing here is obviously they shuffled their deck, so they let fate decide the order. So they shuffled it, threw it against the box, and then they choose the order whatever landed against the box. So that way,
what if you burst while you throw them?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man.
But it was Shark vs. Rod final set, and this is it. I can't play the sound obviously because it's copyrighted, so we'll just ching 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 ching.
Go Shark Scale!
Ching ching.
I'm so proud of you, Shark Scale. You won me that Honda Civic.
Yeah. So anyone
10 miles to the gallon.
If anyone's looking for any voice acting work, Neo is your man.
I've actually done Beyblade voice actor work.
Yes,
before,
you have, haven't you?
For that.
That's
that
another
dub.
story for
Yeah, we'll leave
time,
that for
that's
another
pretty cool.
time.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. An extreme on Rod for the finish. I thought was a nice touch.
It's a killing blow and a deserving blow to win a fucking car.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. It was good. But speaking of blows, I believe it's your wise words of the week, mate. These segues, they make no sense.
Are we talking about? No, we're talking about.
What
kind of
we're talking about
here?
We're talking about that on the.
I've got to reach down under my desk for my rice hat.
My lights are
and anybody who's listening to this right now on Spotify, good luck.
Yeah, if you're listening to it on Spotify, rate it 5 stars.
Yeah, 5
Is it
stars.
5 star?
5 stars. 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 star.
Oh, you rate 5 star, otherwise I throw you.
When he puts the rice out, and that's it. It's end game, isn't it?
It's over.
It's over.
10 years time, Shu, it's going to be even offensive for you to wear it. All right?
Mate, I saw a kid
It was a
with a rice
different
hat
time
on.
era, bro.
I saw a kid with a rice hat on in college today, man. Like, fucking hell.
You need to get a better looking rice hat for the Nationals.
It doesn't look pointy enough. It just looks like a knobhead. It looks too smooth on top.
Mate, this is authentic rice hattery right here.
Rice hattery. Right, let's get the wise words of the week.
Oh, welcome to my wiser words of the weekend. Hello, folks. I'm back. You were just speaking to my Asian cousin. So, we've all felt nervous. We've all felt nervous, especially during Beyblade tournament, of course. In fact, during any time. Yeah, we've all experienced the quivers, the shakes, the rattling anxiety that can happen, especially when you're up there on the, in the top cut, going there in the finals. We've all experienced the nervous sweat. Nervous sweat. I'd ask you to raise your hands if y'all have experienced such a sweat.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Lord.
It's
running through my veins.
And praise be Jesus when he smelt the nervous sweat from all the weird young teenage Gouda boys and their anime protagonist models on professional championship advertisements of the EVA. Anyway, so back to the point. Nervous sweats, they're a real thing. And, your body is actually tuned to smell that in other people themselves. Did you know that? That we can actually, maybe subconsciously, smell the pheromones, smell the sweat of somebody that is feeling anxiety and is nervous. Our body and nervous system actually kind of reveals this, and what we have found during kind of scientific experimentation, let's say, is that brain scans have revealed that when you sniff the sweat of a panicked-induced person, the part of our brain that is kind of able to handle that emotional state, it signals the part that anxious people also light up. So anxiety can actually spread. The socially nervous, sweaty part of that can be induced into your partner. So when people, I have this whole Saitama One Punch Man technique that I do to get rid of nervous sweat from, I go from Judge Sean, and that's me for 5 minutes long. I'm it's cool, as smooth as stone samurai. But the idea is that this kind of nervousness is, you're able to smell the pheromones of this nervousness, and the etymology of this, right? The scientific kind of reasoning of this is that when we were being hunted by fucking lions, tigers, bears, Neanderthals, the rest of it, right? When we're being hunted by them, if you're there, you're taking a little crap, and somebody's feeling a little bit nervous, it would inspire other people to also feel a bit nervous, and it's kind of like a herd mentality thing. Neo, what's wrong with you? Because you're not feeling nervous right now.
True. We really don't need to give Beybladers another reason not to shower. Okay.
So what you're telling me is, for nationals, I just need to be a sweaty mong, and everyone else will be like, oh!
I can imagine you going over to your opponent or whatever, getting right in their armpits, going like, I can smell you nervous.
I'm gonna do that at nationals. That's my way to put people off their launch. I'm gonna lean in and sniff
you're terrified of me. Yeah, I'm terrified of you, mate, because you got your fucking nose in my armpit.
Fucking hell, boys. I was actually going to give you some techniques to kind of manage your nervousness, but I think you've actually found a tournament-winning strategy right there. Start feeling nervous, give your fingers a wipe under the pits, and just stroke the person's face. Just I hope you're having a good time, love. You have yourself a real good. We're gonna have a great battle and just fucking smear their face
in
nervous sweat.
In Lion King when he rubs the red paint across Simba's forehead.
Oh my god, what sweat?
Rub it across the forehead while eye contact.
A couple of techniques for us, my very wise words, pass it on to you, sir, is two things. You've got calm breathing techniques. We've been advised these all our lives, I'm pretty sure, but if you haven't before, you've got the 7 and 8 rule. So inhale through your nose for a good kind of 4 seconds, hold for 7, then exhale through your mouth for 8. This is exactly the one that I do when I turn from fucking Saitama, go shopping for the day, to Saitama, I'm ready to one punch you. So in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and out through your out through your mouth for 8 seconds. A really good calm breathing technique. And the other one is actually a grounding technique. This is not something that I've done. It's something I've researched, and I would like to give it a try on the next one. But it's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, and it's to identify 5 things that you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And the idea is that this actively puts you through all of your senses in an order, and as you're thinking about these things, you're being very aware of all of the other sensations that are going on and making you sense yourself, experience. If you do that, we ain't gonna stink and be known for it. We don't want to be sweaty Smash players. That's ultimately
no more sweaty people. Let's go.
Piggybacking off that, I do have to remind you quite a few times, don't I, Shu, to breathe sometimes. I do it myself. When we're Beyblading, and especially after we've ripped, for some reason, we like to hold our breath. We're like, and no wonder you feel so like, just so lightheaded after a match, because you're not breathing. Guys, make sure you're breathing during your matches, all right? Holding your breath will not change how the bays perform, okay? Just remember, exhale sometimes.
It's almost like, have you ever watched a film or a series before and they hold their breath? They go like, it's James Bond, and they go swimming, or Lara Croft, and they go swimming, and they're about to go under. They're going for a long time swimming to the submarine.
So you hold your breath as well.
You hold your breath at the same time. You're like, I can beat Lara Croft. Fuck you, Lara Croft. I can hold your breath.
That one Mission Impossible scene where he's underwater for like 10 minutes or something. Yeah. Right.
So, thank you very much,
Master Shu.
Thank you for the wise words.
Shishiri.
Lesson is over.
Thank you, Shu, for your lovely wise words of the week. And look down here. Wait, where are we? Down here. There's a special person in a different form. He's not human. Who is this?
Ooh.
Who's this man?
Special.
It's Terravist!
It's special Terravist!
You're our very first guest.
Hello.
Welcome onto the podcast.
Welcome.
Hello, guys. Hello. I'm being added in post.
Yes. This is post.
I'm like super jet lagged from a holiday I've just been on. I look like ass, and I feel and smell and sound like ass. So
Were you anxious by any chance? We were just talking about this.
Shu's wise words of the week was about being anxious and smelling like ass, basically. So this was perfect. This was not scripted, by the way.
We did not plan this chat.
Hell yeah.
That is class.
I was anxious. I proposed on this holiday, so I was anxious as all hell.
Did they say yes?
And everybody. Oh wait, hang on a minute.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Did they say yes?
Okay.
Fucking hell!
That's not as
there we
entertaining.
go.
Now. Congrats. Everybody in comments say congrats.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Congrats, though, brother.
Congrats,
That's such
congrats.
good news.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Did you do it in the hand of the Gundam?
No, the Ava hand. No, I did not. I did not. Did it in Okinawa, so it's like a little island off the south coast of Japan.
Oh, that's
Beautiful,
cute. That's
Hawaii,
cute.
it's like treated as like Japan's Hawaii. Fucking beautiful.
That's very cute.
Very lucky to be able to do that. But,
That's incredible news.
Very nice.
Well,
Thank you.
I toast you
Yes.
with my goblin beer.
And I toast you with my
Congratulations, brother.
89p energy drink from Aldi.
And my game of subs.
Appreciate
I don't
it.
want to feel left out.
Hey!
Hey.
I have nothing to toast with, but I'll do it. We'll add it in post. Just fucking drag a PNG.
You can put your dick in your hand.
review
It's
of
all
it for
right.
me.
You can put your dick in your hand. That's fine.
It
like,
just goes to show, though, that you can be a Beyblader and not a virgin at the same time.
Whoa! I'm still a virgin,
You
so
know?
it's fine.
You can get.
Ignore all the
you can
kids.
get-
Ignore all the kid toys behind. They're for me.
I'm not a Beyblader. I'm a Beyblader TO. I can't say anything about
Oh,
Beybladers.
okay, all right. That makes
fair.
sense.
That's fair. Have you actually played a round of Beyblade? Out of curiosity. This isn't one of the questions. This is a pre-question.
Right. Okay. So I retired back in like fucking 2003.
Okay.
I won one tournament hosted by Burger King in 2003 when I was 9.
That's pretty fucking
That's cool.
sick.
Yeah, like way back in the day. Took place in a Toys R Us in Glasgow.
Yes.
And then went to London and got my ass handed to me by people that actually played. And that was my origin story for why I'm here and doing this shit today.
Right. Okay. That's pretty cool. Burger King winner. Did you get a prize at all, like a trophy or anything from it?
I got one of those like Transformer Beyblades that would like, I don't know if you remember
sick.
these, but they would work as a Beyblade, but you could like separate them and pull them apart.
Yeah, I
and
know
then
the
they would,
ones.
Like, transform
Yeah,
into like freaking.
nice. Very
Those
nice.
are really sick. those
Shu,
ones.
you're being Daddy Shu. You're muted. Come on, Daddy Shu. I can see it going green. It's just there you go. You're back.
It was bound to happen at some point.
How bizarre. It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Salamence, right? The
Yeah.
Salamence is a fucking Pokemon. Salamoolion! And it was like Salamoolion and Dragoon, right? They had those Transformer Beyblades. That's really cool. What a fucking prize. I was expecting a Burger King Burger Beyblade.
Oh, a
that'd
double
be
Whopper
sick.
Beyblade. Right, who's gonna 3D print it?
Actually,
Who's gonna
no,
3D print
that's
it?
just called Leon Crest. That's just Leon
That is
Crest.
Leo Chris.
We need a
Yeah,
burger-themed deck with a McDonald's or burger like flip thing for our decks. That's it. It's happening. It's happening. Oh,
It's all in like a chicken nugget box. Yeah.
oh yeah.
We've got so much
So
about
down
it,
for
we
that.
can't even find them.
We can even put a launcher inside of a chicken drumstick. We are
Greasy.
on something here.
Way to lubricate your launcher, right?
Wait.
That STL file exists somewhere for sure.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah,
Make it happen. Can all make a world.
Let's shift the gear into Terravist. Can you actually introduce yourself? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
Especially
of
to
course,
Americans
of
as well.
course.
'Cause
Yeah, of course. I'm Paul, or I go by Terravist online. I am the Beyblade TO for a company called Organised Play Events that run here in the UK. OPE have been running TCG events for a number of years, and that's where I met them. I've been working as a judge for them for a number of years before Beyblade X launched. And when Beyblade X launched, I went off, ran a couple of independent events to showcase that there was demand for it, and was feeding this back to OPE the entire time until we started working together to create the competitive circuit, which has been running for the last year, which is coming to its end next week. That is terrifying. I have so much work
scary,
to do.
isn't it?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All down to that
It's,
big
it's
moment.
quite an undertaking. Yeah, and quite
Yeah.
the undertaking, I would think, right?
I would.
It's been a lot of fun, but it's been very, very, very difficult at times. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I bet. I would say, and we're going to get into it in a bit because there are lots of Beyblade groups in the UK, but I would say that OPE has definitely had the biggest impact in the UK overall, I think.
Man,
and it's crazy
I
what you guys
super
have done
appreciate
in a
that.
year.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It has been a completely zero budget project. It has been not a lot of time has went into it from besides me and a couple of friends running it. So to hear you say that really means the world. So thank you so much.
GG,
Oh,
yeah.
Moment of sincerity in this coke-fueled nightmare.
Right, this section right here is like when you see the first half of this podcast, it's the contrast between those two sections. The intro's way over here, like it's so far out that door.
Audience
it's
retention
unreal.
is up here.
And then
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
this is the calmest it's been.
And I actually think it's lovely. And what I'd really like to do is actually kind of, I keep saying rally on the point. That seems to be my fucking phrase of this podcast. I would like to rally on that point, but to really rally on your point, I remember when you came to Nottingham and we did the BBN OPE X event qualifier for nationals, and you showed me your setup of sleeping for the night, and it was a hatchback. It was a hatchback with the chairs folded
For
down.
reference, you couldn't win it in the tournament either. All right?
No, you couldn't. You know what I mean? That's bless you. And it really like. Sorry, just to round up that point, it really spoke to like how much you're giving for. So I don't want to say little because it is really important to you, like so spiritually, but like and to the community how much it gives. But like man's willing to travel across 2 countries, to sleep in a car for a Nottingham event. So like it really does. I commend you, mate. I commend you. You say low budget and all feeling, all you. Nothing. I mean, there are a few things that say more than that, than like sleeping in a hatchback, but that's at least in the top 10 if I've ever seen it, right? So, like, kudos to you.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That was a fun event. My neck was at an angle for the entire day. But yeah, so a reason I did that was obviously trying to keep budget down, so that because when you're running an event across the country like that, ticket sales are obviously going through the LGS, the local game shop that's running the event. They sell the tickets on their website. The more money I take off them, the less likely they are to want to do something like that again. So I need to keep my costs as lean as possible, because the second I say, actually, I'm splashing out £300 for a hotel, they're like, then why the hell are we doing this? We're making £5 off. Giving our store up for an entire day.
Absolutely. I know we've got a list of questions, but this actually does kind of lead into a point. And look, I've got a secret question for you that you're not prepared for. But in fact, I'm gonna chuck something else in here before as a pre-question.
I can smell you.
All right. I'm here for this. All right.
A secret for you. I prepared for none of the questions.
We're raw dogging this.
Yes.
Yeah, we're raw dogging.
Good raw dog session.
No lube, all frills.
It's kind of the thing that that the players don't see that the organizers go through. All right. And I know you and your team have gone through a fair deal of shit while sleeping in fucking hatchbacks that are half the size of a Civic that has been won as a prize. And all of the shit that happens as being an organizer, you do get an amount of flack when it comes to it. I've seen it. I'm publicly available on YouTube by one of the biggest UK fucking content creators with me and my fucking pin drop moment, right? And it's really easy. One thing I find is that it's really easy, and I've done it before, it's really easy for players to pounce. Something goes wrong and they pounce like fucking animals, and it's like, well, it's their responsibility for and they'll make a load of sound and they make a load of noises, and sometimes they get to publicity without really knowing, yes, it's our responsibility, but without really knowing the stuff that we sacrifice and the stuff that we have to do in order for you guys to come and play fucking spinning tops in it. And the empathy that I have to the player is, yes, you travelled, you got up early, you've maybe taken a day off work, so then there's the sunk fallacy cost right there, the amount of money you have to pay at the event for the travel and the rest of it, right? But does that give that person the right to berate and to treat the organisation that's holding the event like shit for making a mistake? And I would like to hear your take on that, Terravist, because we hold Nottingham stuff and we're isolated to the Nottingham community in that sense, whereas you've travelled the country and you have seen from north to south, top to bottom, you've seen the best and the worst of it, and we'll talk about highlights and lowlights in a little bit. But what do you think about that? What do you think about players' expectations of organisers?
Yes, Terravist, name drop the worst city right now. Go on, do it. Look at me dead in the eyes and tell me.
Okay.
Which is the worst community?
Okay.
I hope you're listening, Hole.
But like, So there's a ton of stuff that I want to kind of touch on the back of that. Like, I used to be a touring musician, like, back in the day.
Same.
So I used to,
Cool.
used to be in a little metal band that did a couple of tours around the UK.
Same.
And like doing that kind of indie work and running these events yourself and like staying up till God knows what hour to find a backline, to find a support act, like to work on those events and build them up from nothing. It can be a lot of hard work, especially when it comes to Beyblade. Like when you're looking at things like TCG events, they're all formally backed by the companies that run them. Like if you look at things like the One Piece card game, the Riftbound card game, they have funding that comes from the companies that own those games. There is no worries when it comes to if an event is going to make money, because it doesn't have to worry about it, essentially. LGSs can run those events without having the worry of where am I going to get prizing, because it's provided to them.
Yes.
Hasbro does nothing for it. If you're going to a Beyblade event, you are going to an indie Beyblade event. There is no such thing as an official Beyblade event in the UK.
Yeah.
And if you're going to an official Beyblade event, then you kind of understand that you're probably going to be using Hasbro stadiums on the floor. So you have to understand that you're either going to an official event that's going to have its difficulties or an indie event that's going to have its difficulties. Events are going to have their difficulties at the end of the day, and no event is going to be absolutely spotless and flawless. And if you look hard enough, you'll find those imperfections and you'll tear apart things after the day. And there's tons to... My mind's like scattered on all these different points I want to touch on. Let's focus on like indie events first of all, and then I'll kind of scatter off into different things. Feel free to interrupt if you've got any questions about what I'm saying. But I'm a player and I've travelled to go to an event. I have events in my local area and I'm used to a certain way that things are done. I'm travelling to, say, Nottingham to go to an event. You guys are going to run things at a different level than my local events because you have different ways that you run things.
Yeah.
Because you've spent time refining it, spent time building it the way that your community love it. And you get great feedback off your community for the ways that you guys do this. But I come from my community and your community does things different. So I'm already being inconvenienced by these practices that you guys have that we don't have in mine. And that's something I've noticed a lot. There's an inconsistency with rulings, inconsistency with judging. There's inconsistencies across the board, even when it comes to like 3, 2, 1, go shoot.
Yeah.
Like there's every judge is going to say that differently. How do you like standardize that phrase across everyone?
I got you, actually, Terravist. I've got you on that answer. I've got you on that answer. And 2 things for this. One, you're a fucking inspiration, mate. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Because when I saw you judging at Birmingham Nationals qualifier, which is the one I qualified at, that one, I saw you doing a thing, and I took that thing home and I started.
I think I know what it
which
is.
The 1, 2, 3, go shoot. Right?
Yep.
You fucking clap. There's no arguing with the timed clap. Right? You clap, and I saw that happening, and it was just such a. I was like, why didn't I do that before?
It makes so much
why
sense.
Why didn't
honestly.
I do that before? And it's I think there's the argument. And quickly, right? Quick, let me ADHD fucking this moment right here, right?
Yeah,
but
fine.
the clap, right, can be a little bit off-putting if you're trying. I know if I've gone Sayatama moment, right? I'm One Punch Man in, and I've got some guy going in my ear. There's a part of me that's like, shut the fuck up. So there's a managing the volume of the clap, but there's a tempo to the clap that you can't argue with. As long as your player is aware that you're going to go on fourth clap, right? 1, 2, 3, go shoot. Then there's no arguing the clap. The clap is the clap. There's no kind of variation in that because it's timed and it's tempoed. So you're an inspiration for that, and thank you for bringing that to my community, because I've noticed that when I've brought it to my community in the weeklies, I've noticed several people now adopting that.
Yeah, I do it as well.
And clapping as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it as well, and I've also noticed in a video that Atmosphere did. Shout out to Atmosphere, by the way, an incredible YouTube content creator. They've come to Nottingham, and I saw in the fucking comment section that an Asian man clapping is a very genius move. So I'm gonna take this rice hat of mine, brother. I'm gonna take this rice hat of mine.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh no! Here we go.
I am no longer the signifying Asian in this community.
NeoWire does not affiliate himself with Shu or the acts he demonstrates on the podcast.
All thoughts are own.
No, just cocaine. Just like rampant cocaine at the start of a podcast. That's what you affiliate yourself with. So,
I don't.
Yeah, you're an
Parents watching, I do not. Or do I?
but yeah, to kind of like reel in from a massive tangent, yes, there are ways to standardize things, such as 3, 2, 1, go shoot. But there's a load of other things that aren't standardized, and I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
It's difficult from one community to another.
And people get mad about that. Like it's.
Yeah.
I've noticed it from hosting for a past year at the monthlies, is that people come over and they expect some things to go the way that they're used to, whether it being, out of arena finishes. I know you guys do 1 point, don't you? We do 2 points because I just feel like, one, it makes matches go a little bit faster when you've got like 50 or so people. 2, it just, I feel like it's a bit more of an explosive kind of finish. But I know there are some places that do 3 points. And when I've experienced those 3 points, it just feels like, oh, this is way too quick. This doesn't feel as earned as it should do.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I agree.
I think the 1 point rule for you guys is perfect because it's still kind of like bending the rules for Takara Tomy ever so slightly, because they just see it as, just a quick restart. However, you guys are just like, you know what? No, out of arena top is still a cool way to finish. We're going to award 1 point for that. And I think that's a really good way of sticking it to kind of Takara Tomy slightly. We love you, Takara Tomy, and everything you've done for the community. Bugger off, Hasbro. But yes, I think what you've done with that ruling is fantastic.
Let's cross Hasbro sponsor off the list quickly.
I really love the competitive rule set that we made for the circuit. Yeah. It went through like a number of different iterations, and we did change it in the first, I think it was like the end of the first quarter. We took a lot of feedback.
There was a lot of feedback, wasn't it? I remember when it came out, and there was quite a lot of negative feedback when it first came out, but you guys really took that in your stride and like changed up what needed to change for the community, what you felt was right for them. So good on you for doing that, because a lot of other places would just be like, no, this is the way we're doing it. I don't care what the community thinks.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, one of the things that I really wanted to stick to in the first year of the circuit was having dedicated judges that weren't players. Because as a TCG player, if I was playing against a judge in a TCG game, there's no way I would feel comfortable at all. Yeah. Because a judge has like extra information about what decks are being played that day. Like, for all I know, a judge has went and looked up my deck, looked up exactly what cards I have, and either altered their deck to accommodate it, because they know they won't get deck checked randomly because they're part of the team, or thought about exactly what's going to happen between our two decks to interact. Yeah. There's ways that playing a judge in a TCG would be detrimental that doesn't apply to Beyblade. And that was what, at the start I was digging my heels in a little bit. I was like, no, we need to have dedicated judges, because that would keep things absolutely fair. But at the end of the circuit, that has been the biggest hurdle to come across is dedicated judges that are going to be judges and not players. That's something that we've just
piggybacking
not
off
been
of
able to
that,
do.
actually. Sorry. We've been finding in the Nottingham scene lately a lot of judges that we usually have not wanting to judge anymore, but they do want. When you're judging and you're playing at the same time, you usually find that your own game is a bit off because you've been so focused on judging all day. So we've been having a bit of a harder time lately to try and find judges during gameplay as well. How would you say would be a good incentive to get more judges while tournaments are going on?
It's super difficult because obviously these are indie events. You want to keep them as lean and profitable as possible. I don't know how you guys run it with your events, but with the LGSs in Glasgow, we have an agreement that we give £5 per head that come through the door to the LGS. We keep everything else. So for that, we need to cover prizing. We need to. I pay all my judges if I can, and that's dependent on the event. So if a judge judges for me at a Glasgow event, I usually give them a share of the event's profit. But that is why our events last longer, because I can't afford to do that for 7 or 8 judges if I'm going to have 30 players. That's not super profitable.
Yeah.
So it's probably finding a way to return that time investment that the judges are giving, whether it's through free entry into the event or through, like, we have in the Glasgow community, I think you guys have, in fact, yeah, you do. I have one on the back of my phone, one of your stickers.
Hey.
Even having like a dedicated judge sticker.
Just
would be
something, right?
super
Something
cool.
to signify that. And
anything to signify a thanks, to thank someone for their time.
And I think that's just it, because, as I said, it was a bit of a crisis in the last monthlies that we've just done. It was a bit of a crisis because the people that would normally rely on doing judging weren't up for it. They just wanted to play really good Beyblade,
And the Nationals are coming up as well, so they want to practice for that, right?
So
yeah, exactly. And it's the reason that I've developed the One Punch Man anti-nervous sweat technique, where I turn into Saitama for like
Put that on the
3
counter.
minutes during
The Saitama counter, how many times he
yeah,
mentions
the
him.
Saitama. Enough to I am him. Look at me. Just in an Animal Crossing shirt. But it's the reason I've developed that is because when I'm judging, which is all of the fucking time, because I host monthlies and I judge on the monthlies and I host the weeklies. There's a level of adrenaline, there's a level of concentration and energy that goes into it, and it's not that it's a thankless job. You get thanks for it.
Yeah,
and
you do.
Get do get that for that. But what I'm saying here is that we see you, Nottingham judges. We see you, and it's already in conversations for something like this to happen, because I think that the Nottingham community and the judges that I've judged consistently throughout the monthly events have given so much, but have not received, like, as you say, you pay your events, you pay your judges, or they get free entry into the events. And I think we've come to a place now where I think judges, I don't want to say it's like a job, but it is kind of like a job, in the sense that you really do have to concentrate and focus and uphold all of the standards that the players expect during an event, and then to play in that event if you are a player in that event too. So I actually think it's a very smart decision of you and your organisation to say judges aren't players for a multitude of reasons. All of the reasons that you said, I actually do really agree with that, and I think it's a very smart move to make, especially for such a national, high caliber event, right?
Yeah, that's one of the difficulties with finals that I'm having, actually, is that the players that are playing some of them are judges, some of them are people that wanted to be judges but they've qualified. So why would they judge? So I think for nationals, I will have to lean on the competitive rule sets clause that allows for players to be judges under certain situations, which is annoying, but maybe in future years we will be able to have dedicated judges. One of the things that we do in Glasgow as well for judges is we allow them free play, but if they come within top, or if they earn a prize, that prize gets cascaded down.
Yeah. That makes it fair, yeah.
And
My trophy!
And that was totally, yeah. And by the way, that was totally voluntary. That was a non-communicated rule that happened for our judges. It was that 1 week one judge got into the top prizes and he passed his prize down. Like I didn't tell him to do that. No one told him to do that. And then another week another judge did the exact same thing, and we've just had it as tradition ever since.
Yeah.
Where judges get free entry, but they pass down the prize.
That's nice, yeah.
Not to suck
really
my own
sweet.
dick or anything, but
But you can do that.
I am going to suck my own dick. Whenever I've placed, which hasn't been that many times, but I have placed at my own events, #rigged. I've always been of the sense that I'll keep the trophy because it's a nice reminder to myself, but I will pass down the Bay prize or whatever that comes with it. I just don't see the point of purchasing, or because I basically put the vast majority of the profits that I get from ticket sales, which we talked about in the previous podcast, where I do have a deal with the venue to split the tickets. But the majority of that does go into the does go into the prizing. So I don't see the point of me purchasing all the prizing and then just me like I'm keeping it for myself. No, it's silly at the end of the day. I think for judges, I would be a bit more lenient in regards to that, especially in our scene. I can understand in your scene for professionalism reasons to pass down that prizing, but I still feel that those judge players have still earned their right to have that, in a sense.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It changes via region, I think.
Yeah, for sure. If any of them at any point decided, actually, I do want to keep this prize, there'd be no question in it. I'd be like, yeah, sure, fire in. Huge shout out to my team, Stephen, Jack, and Ross, who are like my main go-to judges in Glasgow.
Steve, Jack, and Ross, let's fucking get it.
We hear you.
Are they? Sorry, Terravist. Are they the fine fellas that I met in Birmingham, the UKGE?
So Stephen and Jack, yes, they are two of the judges that I had at UK Games Expo.
Yeah, Jack is the smaller one, and Stephen's the big guy that I fell in love with.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
Becky,
right.
I love you too, but yeah.
they will both be at Nationals as well, so you'll see them again then.
Oh, I can't wait to see them. They were the goats of that whole thing.
Yeah, for sure. Jack also came with me to come and see you guys when we ran the BBN, OPE, NCQ abbreviation.
It was so good to see you guys again. And I tell you what, because this was a secret surprise question that wasn't even part of our list of questions, and we've realised that we've just spent 35 minutes talking about it. Let's change gear. Ash, ask a question.
I also want to quickly say for West's question, I haven't spoke for this because I'm quite new to the Beyblade scene, right? And I don't have much information about all the other side of things. So I thought I'd let you guys take the floor. So if anybody asks any, like, why is he being quiet? I'm just taking in information, and I wanted you guys to shine more because I got no real input on this because I'm new still to the scene and I'm still learning rules, still learning shit.
No,
so
you're not.
if anyone goes, "Why is it so quiet?" I don't know. Okay, I have a low IQ. Speaking of low IQs, there's no segues for this. We've talked about like everything really, and I don't know if my first question's gonna really have any impact now.
I think it will, because we've talked about like, the host side of things. What's good about being a host, right? So let's fucking flip it.
Yeah.
Ask your sexy ass question to the sexy man.
What's the importance of wearing a thong at a Beyblade event? No, I'm joking.
We all want to know.
Aerodynamics in the launch stance.
We all want to know.
Yeah. No, what's the importance of good sportsmanship between the players?
Sportsmanship keeps the game going. And it's really as simple as that. It is really as simple as that. If you are an 8-year-old kid rocking up to a Beyblade event for your first time, and you're beaten by someone who's been turning up, that's been playing that game for a year at this point, and they're playing meta combos, so they know the game inside and out, and after that game, they go, hey, small 8-year-old kid, fuck you, you're shit, get out of here.
Yeah.
That is one player that's turning up to an event.
That is
That is one of the players
the
turning
fact
up to
that
an
I
event.
can actually imagine this happening makes this even funnier.
Wait, this is something that happened.
No, Beybladers, what are you doing? It's fucking spinning tops. Let the 8-year-old take the win. What are you doing?
So
Right.
I actually have a good story about good sportsmanship, actually, and it was actually something I did in your first monthly, Neo. It was one of my first matches.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Ashley. I have a good story. It was me.
I'm gonna suck my own dick now.
I will suck my own dick. I'll let you guys gobble it up for the past half hour, and my thing is flaccid. I need to get something, okay?
Let's raise that inch.
So,
Why are you such a good boy?
my good boy moment is I was
my
playing
good
against
boy.
somebody's. It's like their first time, and they couldn't launch. They were launching out the stadium, straight into the pockets every single time. So I actually taught them at the same time as playing against them in the monthly, because I felt bad that they were going to lose basically. Because obviously, the more you get points against you for missing your launch or going straight into a pocket, and I didn't want that to happen. So I was trying to give them a good experience. And it was one of the regulars that actually came to one of the weeklies as well. I can't remember the name.
It was Beth. Beth Blue.
Was it Beth that?
Yeah,
I recall this actually happening.
It was Beth. It was Beth. I recall it because it's in one of the videos.
Yeah, it's in one of the
literally
videos.
recorded. You
But mate, I've slept since then. I don't even know what happened yesterday. Okay, but yeah, no. So I like to just give people good experiences rather than being meta and kicking someone's ass. Unless I don't like you, then. But yeah, no, that's something that I think is more important than the win in my eyes, because it's all about
Agreed.
keeping people coming back and having a good experience. Winning's cool, and you get cool trophies, but at the end of the day, I like the experience. I like the fun of it. So that's because I lost so much.
It's good. It's good though. Good sportsmanship. It encourages good players and blah 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 blah. I want to hear the fucking tea. I want to hear the tea of bad sportsmanship, and that's really
Actually,
why we're here with this question,
What would
right?
you say? What would you say would be your wildest story when hosting an event? To be fair, it doesn't actually even have to be bad sportsmanship either. What would you say would be the wildest thing that's ever happened?
Who's pissed on a child? Tell us.
When quick clarifying question, when does this episode come out?
Probably in the next couple of days.
Right,
As a recording,
so
it
after
is the
finals.
This is pre-nationals.
Pre-nationals, yeah, this is pre-nationals.
Pre-nationals. Oh fuck it! What's gonna happen? So,
If you're not comfortable, you don't have to answer. Honestly,
Hey,
don't feel pressure.
where's my tissues? I've got lube somewhere.
That's the best time to answer, mate. I know you're uncomfortable. Fucking spill it. Spill the tea.
I so do. So I'm not gonna name players. I'm not gonna.
Of course.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna drag anyone's name through the mud or anything. But obviously my judges are great dudes. We've got Stephen and Jack and Ross. Jack and Ross were running an event for me. I was totally burnt out, totally exhausted running events. I think it was just after. I think it was just after Games Expo. So after Games Expo, the internet went on fire, hating me and my judges a little bit.
Oh.
So yeah, we got a lot of feedback off of Games Expo, which we've polished up, and we've now taken that feedback on board going forward to Nationals. So a lot of it was valid. Some of it was just people being loud and angry, which is fine. People being loud and passionate. Regardless, I was a little bit burnt out. So I was taking a little day with the missus. We went to Comic-Con, we chilled out, And halfway through walking around Comic-Con, I got a phone call off of my judge, Jack.
Ooh.
And they're like, hey, Paul, sorry to phone you. This thing's just happened. I need your advice on how to deal with it.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm like, okay, talk to me. So what had happened was the store owners had approached Jack, who was running the event, and said, hey, one of your players has taken a shit in our toilet, not cleaned up after themselves, and gotten shit all over the pan. Like,
How?
on the seat of the toilet.
Oh,
What is with Beyblade players are bloody being filthy?
they let it
And-
rip.
All right, I'm done. That's
Let it rip us a whole new fucking meaning now, fuck's sake. And he said, and this isn't the end of the story.
No, this isn't the end of the story. No.
It's really not. It's really not.
All right, go on.
And a lot of players, like the player that had done it was easily identifiable because they still smelled like shit.
how do you approach someone like that? How do you?
Not like the saying, you smell like shit. This was someone that smelled like human feces.
Doo-doo
Oh
feces.
no! So that means they didn't wipe, or there's shit. There's Klingons attached to them.
I feel like, you know, when you ever watched, what's the film with Jack? And he's like...
Titanic?
He's going crazy.
Oh, shiny,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's shining, and like the toilet doors open, and instead of like blood coming out, it's just fucking shit flooded out of the doors, and him just trailing behind like, whoopee.
How do you?
So yeah, how do you approach that? Like, how do you fucking deal with that?
So I said to Jack, like you're the head judge of that event. What do you think you should do in that situation? I know that you're phoning me for advice, but I want to hear what you would do in that situation first before I tell you exactly what I think you should do. And Jack rightfully went, I'm going to inform the player about what's been said. I'm going to ask that they go and sort themselves out. And if they cannot do that before the next round, they will receive a round loss. If they refuse to do it, they will drop from the day's event. And I went, brilliant. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Spot on. Because we don't know at the end of the day what's causing that. That could be a medical issue for all I know.
Yeah.
That's like, and as much as we're laughing about it between us and we're making jokes here and there, that wasn't the problem that led to the player being ejected from the event.
It gets
So-
worse.
It gets worse.
It gets
Oh,
worse.
no. Oh,
So
no.
the player comes back and is caught on camera physically assaulting another player to get past them.
So
Like-
they shove them out the way, basically.
Digs
In a
their
sense.
elbow into another player's back to get past.
Oh, okay. So they're obviously unhappy about being told about smelling like doo-doo
yeah.
feces, right? And
Yeah, really unhappy about it. And they come in, they say to the staff, I'm dropping from the event, don't want to play anymore. That's fine. And then on the way out, they smack a child
smack.
with I believe they smacked the child with their bag.
Okay.
And it was like somewhat accidental, but it was enough that I got a second phone call from
Oh
Jack
no.
Yeah.
saying, hey, this player's not coming back.
Okay, so from
And
the
I was
sounds
like-
of it, so the whole thing about them with the doo-doo feces, that's a Michael Jackson reference, by the way.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the doo-doo feces about being approached by that can be very embarrassing. I can understand that.
Yeah, for sure,
and
right?
Then they go off in a huff and puff about it. I know I would be bright red in the face and I wouldn't be able to face anyone in there, so I'd be trying to get out there as soon as possible. So in a sense, I can kind of understand the fact that you're trying to get out there as quickly as possible and you might have accidentally, hit somebody by mistake. That being said, you're not doing yourself any more favors in the future. especially if you're, bumping into children and excuse my pun here, but shit like that.
Yeah, like it was enough. It was enough that the father of the child wanted to speak to the judges.
Yeah.
Like it was. So at that point, I was like, right, okay, I need to cancel everything I'm doing. I need to rock up to the event, and I need to go and show face.
Not only did they smell like shit, they fucking hit me with this
so
shit.
you had to leave Comic-Con then?
Yeah, so
Look, it gets worse.
Yeah.
This is double worse. What?
So me and my partner, we drive down to the event,
Yeah,
and I go and speak to the father of the kids, and I'm like, I'm really sorry that happened. I guarantee you, nothing like that will ever happen again.
Yeah.
The staff of the venue informed me that the player has been banned from their venue, and because
and what you did is you showed them your rule book and you said, and actually 5.1, the poor hygiene section says that if a player has poor hygiene, they suffer a round loss of 2 points or match loss disqualification 10 points.
Wait, is that actually what it says?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say, if you've remembered that, mate, fuck you know.
yeah, had it unlocked, had it ready to go. I saw the screen light up, and I was like, "That's the OP." Like, I know that.
Right there.
I'd just be so mad to actually take time out of my day, to go back to the tournament. When I'm supposed to be spending the day with my partner.
Yeah,
and then having to deal with this kind of situation. I would be devastated if, for example, I had to go to work and she was taking over for the monthly or something like that, and he gives me a call and says, "Yeah, Neo, how are we going to sort this out?" This, I'll be like, "Dude, I'm trying to work this 9 to 5 right now. I can't be dealing with this shit." I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I do want to remind the audience as well, this player is anonymous for a reason. Please don't go for a witch hunt or anything like that. And if you are the player listening to this, obviously you have your side of the events, and not everything is to be taken literal, but it is literal, but you get what I'm saying. Just guys, just be civil.
Yeah,
just wipe your ass.
Just wipe your
ass and don't be a dick. Basically, if it was ever fixes to two of those situations, wipe your ass, don't be a dick, don't take that
general advice.
Shit in the hole.
I think
shit in the hole.
I've dealt with players storming off before, especially after they've really close match and stuff. Lots of toast. I'm looking at you, but
toast, we're looking right at you, sweet prince.
But the thing is,
boy, no toast slander in here.
It's a highly emotional moment, isn't it, when you suffer a round loss? And I can imagine it's also a highly emotional moment when you're being told you smell like shit. So you are bound to make mistakes. However, injuring or hurting other players as a consequence is not on accidental or not.
Yes.
And, you at least say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that."
Can you imagine
when it
if
happens.
he took that shit there and there? Like, he barged past the person and then their bowels just, like, inexplicably moved to the point where it went all over the walls and all over the pound, everywhere that isn't the hole. The big ceramic hole in the middle of the fucking room. I'm sorry, I feel like a bit of an antagonist right now. But shit in the hole and don't be a dick. Shit in the hole, don't be a dick. It's so easy.
As a gentleman who has also, at one point in their life, involuntarily shit themselves, I leave the event at that point, right?
I've done that before myself as well. We're all guys. We've taken a little crappy pappy in our little pants. It happens, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Shone knows more than anyone.
Of the episode. Crappy
I had food poisoning for an event once. Do you remember that, Shu?
I
God.
remember you shitting all over the fucking walls and then barging past a child with your
What month was it? It was like August, September, maybe?
August is a special month for a crappy pappy. Just so
I had I bought some. So about 3 days before the tournament, I went to Tesco, and I like to buy things from the discounted section, right? Things that are pretty much still good to eat.
It's the chicken story. It's
They
story.
They go out of date like the next day, but we all know that food like that that's packaged with loads of preservatives and stuff like that. It's good. Yeah. Anyway, so I bought some. I managed to find a treat. I found some lamb kofkas, I think they're called. Basically skewers, right? I was like, oh, I'll have these for tea tonight. And I had them, and I tell you what, I had the worst food poisoning I ever had in my life. 3 days, but it'll be then by like a day before the tournament. I was on that toilet constantly, and so the day of the tournament arrived, and I've never managed to mask myself being so ill before. A lot of people didn't know that I was. You could tell by my face if you looked like I was pale in the face, but I put on such a show, and I was shattered by the end of it. I had to keep on running up and down stairs every 5 minutes to go to the toilet. It was.
And yeah,
insane.
you know what, dude? I'm going to fucking call you out for taking the crappy pappy all over the walls. Neo, a host of an event, fucking dying of poisonous chicken, doner kebab, whatever it was.
It was bad, chat.
He shat in the fucking hole. He shat right there in the fucking hole.
And even then, I managed to keep it in the hole every single time and not get it down my leg.
Crappy pappy.
Well, what are you gonna do? He's the TO. Like you can't ban him.
Yeah, shit on the walls, Neil. We can't ban you.
I'm gonna shit all over these walls, and there's nothing you can do to stop
Write your name in
shit
shit.
them everywhere. And you know what? I'm going to shift gears a little bit here. So we've talked about a particular low light. It is a wild story and a low light of an event, right? An event that you weren't even at. You had to actually accommodate the crappy pappy that happened in this event. Well, you were in Comic-Con. Look at that fucking tits and everything and in cosplay. But what I'd like to ask you...
to get a crappy pappy tattoo gets free lifetime access to any event I run.
Booking
All
with my tattooist
events
now.
are now free. Get out on your forehead.
I kind of want a
palm of my
crappy
hand,
pappy
so every time I
tattoo
high five somebody, it's crappy pappy.
now. Get crappy pappy.
Tattoos.
Crappy pappy.
Crappy pappy.
Yeah.
So for you, Terravist, mate, you've talked about a low light and an absolute wild story right there, and it certainly wasn't a low light. What's a highlight? Give us a really phenomenal story about how I won the national qualifier. Sorry, no, not the story. Give us a real highlight of something that's given you a good feeling in your jimmies during an event.
I apologise. I got disconnected for a little bit there. But
Right.
I believe the question was something along the lines of, how are you so handsome and smart and brave?
Something like that.
It's down to the communities that surround me.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, and my massive cock. Jokes aside.
It is. I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah. In terms of like the like highs and lows of being an event TO, like I've talked a lot about the lows so far, like things like having to bring down the ban hammer on someone, even though you don't want to. You've like that player I gave tons of chances to. That was not their first infraction. That was not their first.
How many walls have they shit on,
difficult
bro?
moment.
Like,
Shit.
that's your third fucking wall, mate. That wasn't even
they were,
tiled.
like-
That's painted. Sorry.
This
Sorry.
week, it's all. Oh, but
A highlight.
not at all. Not at all.
Give us a highlight, mate. Give us a highlight
Like-
of a time you've had.
When it's dealing with when it's this. It is this.
Yeah.
It is
The
being asked to be
Relaunch
on a podcast
Podcast.
with some friends that I made running events.
Yes. Oh.
Genuinely, it's stuff like this. It's stuff like this. It's making friends all around the world.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met you guys if it wasn't for Beyblade and being a TO.
Oh,
I
that's really
wouldn't have
sweet.
met
Dude.
the guys in Birmingham, the guys in like London, I wouldn't have met some of the players that play in Glasgow. Like this past year, as difficult as it has been, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's been honestly amazing.
I think that's really sweet of you to say that.
It's just been making friends and it's been playing games with friends.
Well, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it?
That's
I'm
real
having an
fucking
engagement
cute. But
party
it's not
later
the
on in the
question
year.
I asked, Terravist. What is a
Please
highlight?
leave him
I
You just want him to
I
say you.
No. I would like to know, like, yes, it's true, because we can all say that about this as well. I wouldn't know any of yous if it wasn't for this magic game of spinning tops, and I feel so blessed every single time that I think about spinning tops. And I've been so excited for Terravist to come on. But my question was a highlight in an event. We've talked about a low light in an event, and there's shit all over the walls.
Shu, you sound like you're doing a job interview right now. Tell me, what's the weakest and what's the best time you've shown customer service? And
Neo,
please give me
fired.
5.
Neo, you're fucking fired. I'm not talking to you, Neo. I'm talking to you, Terravist. There must be something during an event.
Terravist, you can make up something. It's fine.
A moment in the event that made you look at it at like, wow, this is
You put your hands on your hips and you were like,
yeah,
you jump to the left.
Your hand at night, and you're thinking fucking hell, this is good.
I think I know the exact one.
Hey, there we go. All right, let's get it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I have the one that you're looking for. It's really the moment that I felt most proud being a TO was one of the first events that I ran in Glasgow, and it was really the one that I was using to prove to OPE that this is something that's going to pick up pace. This is something that's going to grow if you invest in it. And it was a winter weekend event where we had 2 days back to back, and the winner of each day got one of the Blue Aero Pegasuses. And this was like, one of those bad boys. And this was like a year ago. Those were pricey. We had that for first place. There it is. Yeah, that's the one, Chuds. Well done.
I don't have one.
Yeah, neither do I, homie. Neither do I.
2.
For podcast listeners, he's just held up a fucking Drigger from like 3 generations ago.
Hell yeah. If I had one, it'd go into prizing. Like, I don't have one either.
Aww.
But we had that for first place. We had the Blue Cobalt Drake
Ooh.
for second place.
This
There it is. There it is.
Wait.
This one here?
Wait.
We're all holding up our Cobalt Drakes, but Ash can't find his.
What's Ash?
Because he doesn't have one.
He's about to get his dick out of his hand, isn't he?
It's the Drigger again.
Oh, it's the Drigger again. Ash, we know your dick isn't that long. You don't have to pretend you're reeling it off the floor, mate.
Yeah, it's like that guy from the
Is that fucking...
Is that Sphinx Cow?
It is, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some kid once beat me with that against my Phoenix Wing, and he had the Sphinx Cowl on Quake, and he would not let it go for the longest time.
Oh, that's kind of hot, actually. I might steal that build. I fucking love Quake, dude. Anyways, and third and fourth place were both getting a black and green Hell's Chain. So it was like super stacked prizing.
Really good
Stack prizing.
Yeah, it was an LGS had approached us and wanted to run it, and they wanted to go big. And we had a lot of players travel up from London for it. We had that was the first time where we had a kind of international player base. We had this tiny little venue in Paisley, packed out with like 50 to 60 players each day. And what the player that ended up winning it was the finals was one of our local players, a little 12 to 13-year-old boy named Zach, who's full of personality, full of vibes. He is super fun, and he has turned up to every event quite religiously. His parents are super cool as well.
Very nice.
Like, they provided I gave you guys badges, I think, when I was down seniors.
Yes.
So it is his parents that made those badges.
No. Really?
Yeah. So much love to Zach, and he was in the final match of the day against Raw, one of the TOs from down south.
Oh, okay, yeah, from London.
Yeah. And it was a real kind of David versus Goliath moment because obviously Ron knows his stuff. He's been in the Beyblade scene for a long time, and Zach was our kind of local hero, and it came down to I've got the clip somewhere. I'll send it on for the episode, but he takes a win with an extreme finish, and then my judge Jack, who is a professional wrestler, just picks up Zach, scoops him up, puts him on his shoulders, and the whole crowd is just cheering Zach, Zach, Zach. Nice. And that kid has, like, that is the peak of that kid's life to this moment, for sure, right?
Bless.
I would feel like the coolest kid in the fucking world.
Core memory, moment. Right?
Yeah, right. And I remember like watching the crowd cheer, me recording it on my phone, just being like, "Shit, this was something that I put together. This is going to be the beginning of something like quite fun. I think I'm gonna keep going with this."
That's such a sweet thing that you've delivered. That fucking moment that could be such a life-shaping moment to the target demographic of Beyblade, if anything, as well, right? You know, there's all of us, like, you know, like fucking big dick holders like Chuds, or you know, bodybuilders like me.
And then there's me. Hi guys, I'm Neo.
Oh, that's such a sweet story.
Is,
what a
don't hit us with the Deku voice, Neo. I can't deal with that.
Oh mate, I'm gonna become the #1 Beyblader.
Oh god, that's terrifyingly accurate.
That's crazy.
Oh, what's gonna happen to my Beyblade collection? I can't lose this match.
Jesus Christ,
that's such a lovely thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
I've had a bunch of parents come to me like over the year of doing this, just saying like, my kid doesn't fit in at school, and they want to come to these events every week because this is where they feel like they fit in. And I will fucking cry every time, bro. Like, that's so fucking wholesome.
Yeah,
so nice that I get to provide that to kids, and just like as a fucking outcast kid myself, back in the day, like being the anime nerd in like the 2000s was not the place you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Having a place like a Beyblade event that's full of like-minded people would have done so much for my mental health.
Yeah.
Social skills as well.
I
feel
for sure.
like hosting, because we host the under-16s tournaments as well, and we definitely get some kids who don't have many social skills, but you can see them coming out their shell during those events. So I feel, and I'm not a parent. I'm not planning on becoming a parent, because I already have all you kids to deal with as is.
Thanks, Daddy.
But like, I still feel though that having those, being able to go to these activities at such a young age, and you know, and interacting with not only the people your own age, but also some older generations as well. I feel like that's kind of not crucial, but I feel like it's a really important part of a development cycle as well, you know?
Yeah, and I think that kind of answers like all the questions that we've talked about so far this evening. Like, what's the importance of good sportsmanship? It's supporting that next generation.
Yes.
It's showing them how to take a loss and showing them how to act when they win. What's the worst thing that's happened at an event? Like, that mistreatment of a child, but also having to ban that player so that doesn't happen to anyone else's kids, to keep that space safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, the highlights of what being an organizer feels like, it's supporting these kids. Like, I wish that as a kid I had a space like this, for sure.
It's really interesting that you say that, because myself and Neo, we've said this to each other in private before, and I think I think Neo has actually aired this out on the podcast before, actually, but it's kind of a bit like a dream come true, right? For us, it's like our being able to host and do these things as an adult is the childhood dream come true for us, and
100%.
And it's something that I really do have to relate to you, Paul. Is one of the highlights for me as well, being an organizer, and in fact this this moment has happened piggybacking off Neo's tournament during his monthlies, in which I know I'm quite active in your monthlies, Neo. I'm speaking to all of the parents. When I'm judging, I'm being you remember DJ from the original series of Beyblade? You know, he's in the cowboy hat and he's commentating at the top. I'm very much embodying him when, especially when kids are about, right? I'm trying to make it as close to the anime experience and really making it a valuable experience for them. And similarly to you, Paul, one of the highlights that I have had, and it's the same as yours, is when you have a kid that has won an event at something you're helping participate in, or a Neo you were hosting at the time. And for me, it was the parents. I was outside having a cheeky vape at when we were switching over to the adults event, and I know these parents thanked Neo because they told me they did, and they came outside and they thanked me, and I saw the kid with his golden trophy, the glee on his face, and of course I'd been judging him throughout the morning, but then the parents side of it as well, and just how fucking grateful they were that this thing exists for their autistic child to be able to come and just be themselves, and not only be themselves but fucking thrive and have such a wonderful time making friends, playing a silly spinning tops game that means the world to them, and it's not only felt by the child but it's also felt by the parent, and then all of that fucking emotion right there is handed off to the people that facilitated it. Neo, I know you do an incredible job. Myself,
I'll try my best.
I know I do an incredible job because every parent tells me, and Paul, fucking hell, you do it across the country, so I bet you feel pretty fucking good when you do this. So, like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Like, the weird thing is, right, I don't know if I've, like, chatted to you guys about any of this as well. Like, I'm totally child-free. I intend to be lifetime child-free. I'm more a dogs guy.
More money for Beyblades.
Yeah, right. I don't see a kid and say, oh, a child. I'm like, I keep it away from me. But, like, when it comes to Beyblades, I like do my best to break through that as much as I can, to treat those kids as adults, to treat them as equals, to not speak down to them, because when it comes to Beyblade, it's like an equalizer. It doesn't matter if you're 12, it doesn't matter if you're 35. Like, you could win that match, you could lose that match.
Absolutely.
And I do not do well around kids. I do not know how to speak to them unless they are playing Beyblade. And I'm like, right, what build you running, bro? Like,
right.
And like, they're the reason that the circuit's even still ongoing. There was a moment halfway through the circuit lifespan where I thought I was gonna pack it all up and just call it off, because there's no, like, I'm not, as you said at the start of the section, I was sleeping in my car to run events. I was driving, like, I came to see you guys. We left Glasgow at 4 a.m, got back at 5 a.m.
You were shattered, I remember.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. And there's not a lot of a return of investment. Like, I don't do this for money. I do it so that I can provide those events to not only you guys but also that future generation. Like, there's a player that qualified at UK Games Expo, Beyblade Romeo, who I love to pieces. He's just a small kid who's so passionate,
Romeo was sick, by the way.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. He ate it up. He loved the attention of being in top 4. He loved getting to play, and he loved the judges like cheering when he won. And if I tapped out 6 months ago and said I don't want to do this anymore because I can't afford to do it, or I can't justify doing it anymore, then what did Beyblade Romeo win?
Yeah.
He won nothing, and that's not fair to him. So I'm looking forward to getting to finals. I'm looking forward to seeing all those faces again from different events through the year.
It's going to be a special moment in there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing the faces behind the usernames of people that I haven't met from events that have been ran by other TOs for me. Like, it's going to be a really amazing day, regardless of what happens. Like, I can't account for everything as a TO. I can't imagine what would happen at this event. I can't.
I kind of hope as well, and just to round off this whole section here before we get to Beyblade of the Week, I hope, among all things, it helps to unify a lot of the different Beyblade groups across the UK into this, because I feel like that's what you've done amazingly well, going up and down the UK, is, collaborating with different Beyblade groups and seeing different members from across the country, and we talked about that earlier. But I hope this final event really will let all these members come together who have qualified or want to qualify, and really not bring a unification about for Beyblade, but just help pave its way and help the future success in the UK.
I think it absolutely proves that organisations of different histories that span back to Plastic Gen and different locations, and the turf wars that they've experienced, and all of the differences between them, and the hate and the love that they have for this game, that spans quite literally a 27-year lifespan, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, that shit don't matter. What really does matter is putting it on for the players, whether they're young and they're upcoming in this generation or whether they're old. And I think both of you might join me on this point, is that yes, we receive flack for some things that happen, and we receive a lot of love for some things that happen, but we're here for the love of it. We're genuinely here, and we do the things that we do for the love of this fucking game and the things that come with it. And when I say that is no small measure. There's Romeo, for example, or Romeo on our end of the stick, in Nottingham, both Romeos from across the country. It's really for them.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
100%.
Right, Ash, are you still there?
I am. Sorry, I know this. It's rare for me in the podcast to be quiet, but I've had a special moment here where I get to listen to 3 people who are different organisers from different parts of Beyblade come together and genuinely have a good chat. Like, I know, I'm a part of the podcast, but I really felt like I was just listening as well, and that was nice.
Well, there's a funny thing you can do about that. You see, after the podcast, when you edit it and you upload it, you can watch it.
I could watch it again. I probably will watch it again
for free.
Yeah, no, but it was a really unique moment just now where I got to listen to 3 people really passionately talk about organizing Beyblade, because I have no idea about organizing Beyblade, because obviously I'm not an organizer. I've done a bit of refereeing and stuff, but apart from that, I got to listen to this firsthand and experience it, and it was fucking amazing. I felt I was just literally just so invested on listening that I actually forgot I was on the podcast. It was awesome. So thank you to all 3 of you, because that was amazing. And if the listeners,
can I do my secret question?
Oh.
Can I do my secret question? It'll only be short.
Okay.
Yeah, we have time.
Yes.
It's only a short one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's Terravist. It's geared towards nationals.
Ooh.
In a week and a half's time, the country is about to get together to fight to beat the shit out of each other and smear shit all over the public bathroom.
No.
We're gonna spread
Edit that out.
So, here's the question for you, mate. I've dealt with it in my weeklies. Neo's dealt with it in his monthlies. How are you going to deal with this? Cheating.
I am bringing the brick of justice. It is a brick tied to a rope, and any found cheaters will be at the receiving end. No.
No, what does that look like for you, though? All right, okay. So
They're kneeling on the ground and they're going to get executed ISIS style.
But what does that look like for you, though? Because cheating can come in many forms within Beyblade, right? Cheating on the referees, well, you've dealt with that because your referees are just players unless you pay them off, whatever. That's fine. So what does cheating look like in Beyblade, and how do you account for? How do you actually deal with and check the cheating that can happen with Beyblade? I'm gonna give a quick example, and I want you to.
I would stop. I would not mention anything to do with modifying parts, or you can talk about it, but I would not talk about how you can modify parts. There are some ways you can modify parts out there, and I'd rather not get them out to the wider community.
All right, I piss and shit all over my ratchet. Right? And I plug it in.
Let's say super glue.
Added
We could say
poison
super glue and
damage.
shit like that.
The added poison damage you
how's
get
it-
from that. That's fine.
Right. So you can't modify this unless you're a fucking prick and you've managed to like PVA or you've shoved silicone in there or you've done something, right? You can check that. You can look at that. You can use your like a little winky dinky and look at that. This bit's interesting. How do you check for that? Because I need to know, because I'm qualified, and I need to know that these fucking people from Hull, these fucking Hullish players, they're not,
Hull.
they're not doing any fucking crappy pappies with their fucking Beyblade. So how do you deal with that?
So with this, what will be happening is we will be running deck checks regularly, and I would rather take extra time to run we have the venue until 11:30 at night. If it takes that long to deck check players, it takes that long. I simply do not care what we need to do to ensure that it is a fair playing field.
Perfect.
And to ensure that no cheating is taking place. We have had cheaters in the past that we've caught out. We have had malicious cheaters in the past that we've caught out. We have had non-malicious people making mistakes that have bought things from friends, that have bought things online, not realizing that they're not legitimate.
What, like ball, like with a tip that has big resistance? Because I've seen those in like those fake AliExpress bays.
Yeah,
it's like an attack resistance bit, but it's actually a ball bit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like there's tons that can happen with Beyblade. And there's tons that can be construed as cheating. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And it's taking that element of, this is an 8-year-old child who had these pieces bought from by his dad on AliExpress. Do we think that's malicious? No. Absolutely not.
And look, so here's the thing, right? When I went to your qualifiers event in Birmingham, and you guys were doing your deck check, it was the finals, it was me versus Jinx, it was an incredible game. And you did your deck checks. And I wasn't allowed to go over, and I did not question that. I was like, these guys are doing their fucking thing. It's taken them 15 minutes to look through 10 Beyblades, because it was present 5, take 3. And really, the reason that I bring this question up is because if you're thinking about going and cheating at the national qualifier event and robbing the victory of fucking Romeo, qualified, and he came top 4, what does a deck check look like? Because I've just checked my deck, and this appears on the surface completely legitimate. I know there are things that you can do to this part that are not legitimate. And basically what I want is assurance from you, and not the technicalities behind of how you would do it, but can you assure to the national player base of the UK that are attending this event that this bit and this bit and this bit have not been tampered with in a way that gives the players a benefit?
So, yes and no. I can assure you that I can tell you if a piece is giving a competitive advantage.
Fair.
And I can assure you that I can tell you that if that was manually done or if that was factory done.
Okay.
As we all know, Hasbro ratchets tend to be a bit tighter, don't they?
Yeah, that's right.
But there are also times where because we didn't manage to actually say that it was tampered with, but we were like, okay, this is way too tight to be, not classified as a normal ratchet. Compare it to for example, 960 and their 960. Theirs is just so tight for some unknown reason, and it's not due to it being Hasbro, for example. I feel like at that point you can basically say no can do.
We have vendors on site. I believe we have 4 vendors at this point that will all be selling not only individual parts, they'll be selling 3D printables, they'll be selling like sealed parts, they'll be selling tons of stuff.
Yeah.
If you need a replacement part because you're worried that your part might not be legal, it will be available to you.
Absolutely.
And if you do not do that, that is on you.
Yeah.
100%. All of the parts that I've bought. So I've got my deck, right? I've got my deck ready for Nationals. All of my parts are stock. So, in fact, this arrived at the post today. The guys in the EU or UK, you know how difficult it is to get your hands on this fucking thing right here.
Oh, Black Shark? Yeah.
Black Shark.
Oh, dude, are you using the Quake from that?
Am I using Quake? No, I'm literally using this Black 160 so that my pair of Pegasus looks fucking...
Bro,
Is that rare? I had no idea.
It's like
Yeah, dude,
40
this
quid on Amazon at the moment.
What?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't buy it here. So there's the white Quake from it.
Yeah.
But, I've bought all of these parts stock.
bring me that white Quake. I want it.
I'll give it to you. You can have it.
Oh, bro, I'll take that for sure.
No, absolutely. When I see you in a couple of weeks' time, you can have it.
There we go. I got my white Quake here.
Hell yeah.
Well, suck your own dick, then. But I think it's important to do that. And just as a word of wise to the public, when I attended, and this is how serious this is, right? When I attended your event, Terravist, my blue Aero Pegasus, I had a 160 on it. That 160 was the only one I had, and it was fucking battered. It was battered through all the weeklies and the monthlies I put it through, and you actually rejected it. And you rejected it because it had been so damaged around the one parts right here that you didn't deem it safe to be able to be used. Fortunately, you guys could provide a backup one for me, but it's something I would just like to put out there to the public, that if you have any parts or pieces that seem damaged, just fucking buy a new one, or rely on the vendors that are there to provide you with a new one, because you don't want to be turned away because your 160 has been damaged. Water, right?
For things like excessive wear, it's very similar to TCG standard. If you have a deck that's gone through excessive wear, you can't use it. You do need to have as fresh pieces as you can get, really, for a tournament.
Going off that, sorry. What about, so you say excessive wear? However, there are some players out there who like to use, for example, rounded off. I'm not saying rounded off, but used wizard rods, for example,
really
as they get rounded off over time, don't they? Or for example, what's the new Meteor Dragoon? Let's just say some of the rubbers come off, or and that goes for bits as well. So Rubber XL, we're very lenient on those ourselves. However, I can imagine as a more competitive scene. What are your thoughts in regards to? Because they're not modified, are they? They're just used bays. But I for example, my shark scale, I absolutely love. It's 38 gram shark scale on the dot, okay? But I use it for stamina and I use it because it's been over time the sharp edges have kind of like rounded off slightly, right? But we still allow play of these. Would those parts be allowed?
I would allow those.
Okay.
And until there's a crack in a bay, I would pretty much allow it, unless it is significantly different from manufacturer.
Because that's where it becomes interesting, which is I think this is going to do service to any listeners that are listening to this that are going to nationals. It's the rubber parts, right? They're the only ones that really change from manufactured in the course of a week to rubber ball bit.
And it's a part-by-part basis as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
On the day, don't just take this as word and gospel. Obviously, on the day, if you rock up and your part isn't up to scratch, then don't be surprised if someone comes around to you and be like, nah, no can do.
Yeah.
And by the way, that extends to players as well. At the start of each match, you get the opportunity to check your opponent's deck. If you think that a piece is excessively worn, call a judge. If you think a piece is not legal, call a judge. That's why that check is there.
I really like that, actually. Yeah. It's as much as it's not as much as your responsibility, but it's also your responsibility to do your due diligence.
Yeah, you have the opportunity to take your opponent's bays apart and put them back together again, should you wish to do so. You have the opportunity to give your opponent a deck check. It's not just looking at their 5 lineup. You can check those pieces.
And I don't think it should even come across as like, oh, I think you're cheating, I want to check your parts. It should just be more of
it's clear due diligence.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see if your parts are up to standards, basically. Yeah.
If you take apart a Beyblade and think that the ratchet's particularly tight to a point that you want to question it, feel free to call a judge. That's what we're there for.
Particularly strong, like 365 or 355, sorry, or like a weird, super strong, simple ratchet, or a bit that just isn't coming apart. We've talked about this before again, but Cobalt Dragoon Elevate, we all know this bit is tighter than the other one, so that's to be expected. But if you got some part that is, so for example, let's say, and they're not going to, but a 460, and they're never bursting or something like that, then yeah, I feel should be able to check, right?
Yeah.
Just as a quick mention to all this, because obviously I'm learning as I go along here. If we were to say we're battling and we've used our 3 bays, but we're going into the 4th before we reshuffle, are you allowed to be like, hold on a second, can a judge just quickly check your blades because something doesn't seem right? Am I as a player, am I allowed to make that call? In between the thing, because obviously we're playing and I've already played.
Yeah, like you're absolutely allowed to. It is down to the judge whether they decide to do that.
Okay.
If they're already watching the game and they think everything's okay, and they say, no, I've been watching, everything's all right. Or if they say, I'm not going to be doing that check, I'll do the check after the match, that's down to the judge.
Okay. That's fine.
But,
I just wanted to...
You're absolutely free to flag any concerns that you have to a judge.
Okay.
That's what they're there for.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
No worries.
Right, shall we get to Beyblade of the Week?
Yes. Would you like to stick around for Beyblade of the Week?
Absolutely. My first segment on the podcast.
Beyblade of the Week!
Let's go. So...
sing the song. Sing your silly little song.
The silly little song?
Do we have a silly little song yet?
Grab your ratchet, slick and tight.
Something like that. It's a work in progress. The song is a work in progress. We do have viewers Beyblade of the Week or combos of the week.
Ooh,
I don't know,
first viewer submissions.
Have you got a viewer one ready?
I do. And first of all, Devilish. In fact, not just Devilish.
Oh, hang on. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love Devilish.
Yes.
We love Devilish up on here.
Guy comes in with such style, with such flaunt, and don't fist bump the guy because he's got spiky shit all over him. But this guy, he's attended almost every Nottingham monthlies
Yes.
and a weekly or two as well. Such a positive light of energy in the tournament itself, and I really want to thank Devilish for one, submitting the Beyblade. Thank you for paying attention all the way to the end, and two, being you handsome Beyblade.
So handsome.
So
Very.
handsome that your Beyblade of the week is here in my box.
You know what? Can we make Devilish our Beyblade Player of the Week as well?
Yeah, go on then.
Player of the week.
Big shout out to Devon for
Beyblade
being
Player of the
Beyblade Player of
Week.
the Week. Special mention.
Devilish.
Okay. So Devilish, I know how this feels because I used to run this. I really respect that it's your ace, and I've never seen you not run this blade. It is specifically black
Yeah.
Yeah,
Phoenix
of
Wing.
course.
There's just the majesty that this thing brings to an arena.
One of
and
the coolest bays.
Genuinely one of the coolest plays. Phoenix Wing was always really good, but I think when Black Phoenix Wing, it did two things. One, everybody that wasn't part of the Bakuten Go Shoot generation 27 years ago was like, oh, that's sick, it's black, and it's edgier, and it's cooler. But I know you, Devilish, I know you are part of that generation, and we are all part of that generation. We all thought of Black Dronza. We all thought that's how fucking cool.
I thought Shadow the Hedgehog, actually.
And I just love Tatsuya Katani.
yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hell yeah.
And I fucking love Black Dronza, so this was an immediate win. This is a really powerful attack type, and it's still relevant in the meta. Devilish, though, as of the last monthly, has made a little change to it, though. Devilish used to run this on 160 low rush, whereas, of course, we are now on 160 low rush.
Wait, 150? Is that
150.
160?
150 low rush. Specifically, the black and the black
Actually,
pink one.
that is a 150.
It does look very, very beautiful.
Yes.
150, and with the low
Yeah.
rush as well, keeping to the dark theme. The 150 is quite an interesting part because it's not just another regular one part. If you were talking about 160, 170, or 180, the POM, or rather the polyethanol plastic thing, this thing in the middle, they're all the same size, whereas 150 is smaller, if I'm correct. So this POM here in the middle is a little bit smaller, which does have a negative
Stamina-wise.
yeah, it has a negative interaction with the Beyblade itself, and it's because it's actually more wobbly. This thing is able actually to, wiggle inside the Beyblade top a lot more. I say a lot more, that's quite an exaggeration. A relative amount more than it was with a 160, 70, or 80, just because of the size of that plastic part. So I think it's an incredibly clever move to put a 150 ratchet onto an attack part, because an attack type, they don't often care for stamina. What they really care for is smashing and tickling the ratchet. And the 150 ratchet on this gives...
God, I love getting my ratchet tickled.
Oh, you're gonna ratchet
But then,
Ah,
this right here, I did run it on the Monday. I did play with it a little bit, and it is just a fantastic part. It doesn't have the shark effect, and that's a positive thing. Shark, not the black shark, unfortunately, not dark shark, but shark scale is so low down to the ground. And one thing that I found with it on 150 is that you look at the thing the wrong way, and it's going to scrape the stadium a little bit, just because of the profile of the of the shark. You see the profile of the shark is much lower. You can see that on the ratchet, right? Whereas Phoenix Wing is base set. It was released however long ago it was released. It was a long time ago, and I think it's just a really well balanced part for 150. It's high enough away from the stadium floor to not really scrape, but low enough down to give that ratchet a little fucking tickle. So
Beautiful.
thank you very much, Devilish, for your very
Thank you,
fitting.
Shu. Thank you, Devilish.
Thank you, Devilish. Thank you.
Look how beautiful
Wood.
that is.
Terravist is
Edgy
clapping right now,
as
but you just can't see it.
Absolutely edgy.
Nice.
The edgy. By the way, if you've not come to one of Nottingham's tournaments, what colour does Devilish wear?
It's not, well, technically.
Let us know in the comments.
Technically, it's a shade.
Just give it away, bro.
It's not a colour, it's a
Just give
shade.
it away.
Yeah, this guy is like
Nice.
full black
Yeah,
leather
this-
spikes, and this is so perfect for him.
Yeah.
So perfect
Yeah.
for him. So,
Right, who wants to go next? Terrorist?
in fact, Terravist, you know what? Terravist, what is your Beyblade of this session? What do you love to see?
My partner Beyblade, I run it in every deck, right? Is it good? No, but I love him, and that's what matters. I'm huge on Tyranno Beat.
Okay.
Just
One of my first mains, that.
Yeah, my first main, and I've stuck with him ever since. And I run him on either, depending on how I'm feeling on the day. I'm either a 160 or a 960 on Quake.
Oh.
Excellent.
Oh,
Fucking
Quake.
Quake. No wonder you want the white
Bro.
Quake for it.
Oh.
This is yours. This
Yeah.
is yours.
Lovely.
Nice.
I run that
Take it,
bad
I
boy
don't
on
want
Quake.
Beautiful.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Good,
you,
good.
you know that Beyblade right there just it's and your story, your short story behind it is just Beyblade's spirit. It's just filled with Beyblade's spirit right
Yeah.
there. Excellent.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Absolutely
Right.
excellent.
I've got mine.
All right.
I thought with the release of the new CX Infinity line, I know it's not officially called that. I know it's not officially called that for TT, but for Hasbro it is. But with the release of it, I thought I'd give a CX Infinity build today because that's what people are always looking for on Twitter. They'll be like, brand new CX Infinity combo. What's meta right now? 160 low rush.
So
No.
how have you adapted Pegasus Blast then? How have you adapted Blast?
Blast is not CX Infinity. You should naughty. I tap your head.
Oh.
So I have a mixture build here. So how am I going to say the name of this build?
God.
So we have, and look at the color scheme. The color scheme makes it. So we got Bahamut, Rage, or is it? Yeah. Tell me in the comments actually what this combo is called because I'm loving it. Bahamut, and I've got that on. So God, you can't see it. Come on, Logitech. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
beautiful.
So these stickers
Wood.
are from the new Beyblade X Extra. Sorry, Beyblade Extra comic.
Nice.
Where you get all these lovely stickers from. This lock chip is from the Fox brush, the golden Fox brush that I put this lock chip on. And this is the Rage Blade, or is it the Ragnar Blade? No, it would be the Rage. I think.
Rage.
Yeah.
It was Rage.
Rage.
Yeah, it is the Rage Blade. So Bahamut Rage, which sounds really cool. And then you say the top one, which is from Bahamut as well. Is that right? So Bahamut,
it.
Rage, and then you say the thing on top. And then we got that on Heavy, of course, because it's golden and, going for that as well, and Heavy. And then we've got 960 Kick on there as well. And I'm loving this blade. This metal blade is my favorite out of the 3 blades that came out for Infinity because it's such a nice, and I showed this to you the other day, Shu. It's such a good mishmash of both hover-wyvern in shape, so it's got kind of that oval hover wyvern shape, as well as that it's got a very similar profile to Shark Scale as well, just a bit slimmer. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got that lovely up attack, and you can really feel that when you're using it. Also, if you get it in the right orientation as well, you can get both sides of the heavy metal parts to go on both sides of the big contact points there for a bit more inertia. That's what my Science Beyblade YouTube account would say. With the power of inertia, with the heavy thing, this rotation, this Beyblade will spin for 6 times as fast and hit 6 times as hard. I went to Harvard University and I learned this. That wasn't a dig at anyone. It's just I find a lot of science in the YouTube thumbnails a lot of time, and I think it's funny. That isn't a dig at anyone.
That was.
Can we
spot
add
on.
like For the thumbnail, can we add it in the fucking E equals MC squared? We'll get like 5 extra views.
Yes, and the arrow.
So we've already got the title,
Lab coat.
which was kindly Shu donated. The thumbnail
What's
can
it?
be a Beyblade on a toilet taking a shit with mathematics around it.
Yeah.
Done.
That's good.
It.
That's good. Ship it.
There it is.
That is it. That's the people.
No further editing required. We've got it, boys. We've got
there's
it.
no guest mentioned. It's just literally that.
Thank you so
one's
much
clicking on
for everybody that has submitted your Beyblade
Yes.
submission for the previous one. Colhoun, I see you, and I'm watching you. Thank you
Colhoun.
for submitting. And
Calhoun's like the scientist of the group. I feel like he always comes up. He always comes up to me and goes, "I've got a new build for my thing," and I'm like, "What you got?" And he shows me all these wacky builds that he's using, and it's insanely awesome because
it
it's
is
just
power of
insanely awesome.
fight.
Yes.
The power of fight. He showed me his dick as well, and that was awesome too.
it was also spinning left.
Please continue to share
Yes.
your awesome builds in
We love
the comment
reading them.
section. We'll talk about them. We'll test them on our weeklies, and we'll let you know how they do. This is a classic. It works really, really well.
We're going to have a
160,
designated
150.
podcast episode as well, just dedicated to your guys' builds. We're going
Yes.
to try them out in person together.
We're
sometime
gonna
in the
build our
future as well.
decks
And
around your guys' Beyblades of the week, basically.
And we'll
it's gonna-
polish those decks as well. Don't you
Oh, we
worry. We'll give them a
will, we
little
will.
polish.
And-
But thank you. Please continue to submit them. It means the world to us that you're engaging with us on this podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
And before we wrap up the podcast, we've talked about all of the highs, lows, and all of the dodgy shit that goes on in Beyblade. If you have a story that you want to say, also leave that in the comments because we read the comments. And if there's something that comes up that's really interesting and really cool, we'll give it a quick mention in one of the podcasts because
I'm going to go through every comment and be like, I'll leave a comment underneath it if the player was banned, in my opinion, or if the player was warned. So each comment will have like banned, warned.
Yes. So make sure you leave a comment so it can be publicly judged. Okay.
Publicly judged by the national judge of
Exactly.
the country that is the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Amazing.
So thank you for joining us on the podcast. It's been great fun listening and learning and interacting. So thank you very much.
Thank you to Terravist for being here and
Yeah,
joining
honestly.
us on this amazing
very first
episode.
guest.
Sorry, first guest.
I'd love to have you again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to check back in after finals.
Yes,
And
that
just,
would be
like,
awesome.
Yes.
Just maybe do a little recap of everything that went wrong. I
I was the opposite of that.
I have no doubt.
We'll have a montage of all the shit all over the walls.
Yes.
And, like, older Beybladers banging out children with their handbags as they try to sweep past.
Someone has written relaunch and shit on the wall in the guy's toilet.
Oh, no, please don't do that. Guys, if you're
But
listening.
the big R logo.
Yes,
for a good time, call.
They spent an extra 10 minutes getting in all the little winder parts on the left side of the R.
Just for reference, if you do show up and your deck is being checked, we will be checking underneath your fingernails for shit in case you have wrote it on the wall.
And on about checking, please check if you subscribed. If you've made it all the way to the end of the podcast.
That was clean.
I like that.
Honestly,
Ooh.
it means a lot to us. We're at a 1,005 at the moment. It's such a good milestone for us.
Ash, rotoscope the names of the channel members over my fingers right now as I'm moving. Track them to my fingers as I'm moving
This
now.
is the second
channel
time this has
members.
happened in this podcast, god damn it.
Yes,
This video will now be extended by a week.
Ash, ignore him, and
Give
instead
us a
what to
subscribe.
do is feed them to my fucking VTuber, PNG tuber, just one by one. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
Nice.
That member is a good one.
Oh.
I don't think we have that many members yet.
But
wow.
your continued support means so much to us. Thank you for listening, and check if you subscribe. If you're here with us, thank you, and we can't wait to produce more shit on the walls for you to lick off with your tongue.
Wow.
Wait,
Please no.
Hang on. Wow. Yeah, wait. Hang on. I'm sorry,
yeah.
Terravist. That's it.
Please no. Please no.
Oh, Ash, take us away. See us off. I need a piss.
Please,
I've needed a piss for like the past 2 hours. I've been like, I actually thought about going in my empty can.
Fuck, there's
Secretly.
a wall here. Let me piss
There's
all
a
over
wall.
this wall.
Secretly, I'm the guy who's been
Alright,
shitting on the walls.
That's the end.
Fuck
Get
you.
out of here.
I'm shitting on everybody's walls.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Don't leave us with the audience.
I really need a piss. I
Alright,
love you, Terravist.
Thank you very much for joining us on the podcast.